Most people hear the words personal loan and immediately think of something stressful or risky, but the truth is that personal loans can actually be helpful tools when used the right way. In this video, I'm going to explain what personal loans really are, how they work, how to qualify for better interest rates, the biggest traps to avoid, and how to know whether a personal loan is right for you. If you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and explore the other videos on this channel to improve your financial future. Let's start with the basics. A personal loan is money you borrow from a bank, credit union, or online lender. You receive a lump sum up front and repay it in fixed monthly payments over a specific amount of time. Most personal loans are unsecured, meaning you don't need to offer any collateral. There's no house or car for the lender to take if you fail to pay, which is very different from a mortgage or an auto loan. Because there is no collateral, lenders base their approval decisions mainly on your credit score, your income, and your debt-to-income ratio. One major advantage of personal loans is predictability. Your monthly payment is fixed, your interest rate is fixed, and the loan ends on a specific date. This makes personal loans easier to budget for compared to credit cards, where interest rates can change and minimum payments can fluctuate. Many people use personal loans to consolidate high-interest credit card debt, and this can be a smart move because personal loan rates are often much lower than credit card rates. Now let's talk about interest rates. Interest rates on personal loans can vary dramatically depending on your credit score. Someone with excellent credit might get a rate between 7% and 10%. Someone with average credit might see rates between 12% and 20%. Someone with poor credit might be offered rates as high as 25% or even 35%. This is why checking your credit score before applying is essential. A small difference in interest rate can add up to thousands of dollars over the life of a loan. Many lenders allow you to pre-qualify, which means they give you an estimated rate without affecting your credit score. This is done with a soft credit inquiry, not a hard one. Always use pre-qualification to compare at least 3 lenders before choosing a loan. Banks, online lenders, and credit unions all offer personal loans, but credit unions generally offer some of the lowest rates. Online lenders are often faster and more flexible, but sometimes more expensive. Banks may offer the best rates but are stricter with approval criteria. Another important factor is the loan term. Most personal loans range from 2 to 7 years. Shorter terms usually come with higher monthly payments but much lower total interest. Longer terms might seem easier because the monthly payment is lower, but you end up paying significantly more interest overall. Many people mistakenly choose a longer term because it feels more comfortable each month, but they don't realize they're paying much more for the loan over time. Let's talk about the most common uses of personal loans. Debt consolidation is one of the smartest and most popular reasons to take a personal loan. If you're carrying credit card debt at 25% or higher, consolidating it into a loan at 10% or 12% can save you a tremendous amount of money. Another common use is covering emergency expenses, medical bills, or essential home repairs. These are usually valid reasons for a personal loan. But taking a personal loan for vacations, luxury items, or non-essential purchases is risky. It can turn short-term pleasures into long-term financial headaches. Before taking a personal loan, you should be aware of fees. One of the most common is the origination fee. This is usually a percentage of the loan amount, often between 1% and 10%. For example, if you take a $10,000 loan with a 5% origination fee, you only receive $9,500 even though you're responsible for paying back the full $10,000 plus interest. Some lenders also charge prepayment penalties, meaning they charge you extra if you try to pay off the loan early. Ideally, you want to choose a loan with no prepayment penalty so you can pay extra when you're able to and save money on interest. Now let's talk about how to increase your chances of being approved for a good loan. Your credit score is the biggest factor. If your credit score is below 680, your interest rate will likely be higher. If it's below 640, you may be offered rates so high that the loan stops making sense. To improve your credit quickly, check your credit report for errors and pay down your credit card balances to reduce your credit utilization. Your credit utilization ratio plays a huge role in your score, and even paying down a small amount can improve it. Also, avoid applying for several types of credit at the same time because multiple hard inquiries can lower your score. Another way to improve your chances of approval is by adding a cosigner. A cosigner with good credit can help you qualify for a better interest rate, but it's a serious responsibility. If you miss payments, the cosigner is legally responsible, and their credit score will suffer. Only use this option if you're fully confident you can make every payment. Now let's go through some of the biggest traps people fall into with personal loans. Trap number 1. Borrowing more than you actually need. Lenders often approve higher amounts, and people feel tempted to take the maximum. But borrowing more means paying more interest and being in debt longer. Only borrow what is absolutely necessary. Trap number 2. Falling for no credit check loans or payday loans. These often come with extremely high interest rates that make it almost impossible to escape the debt cycle. If a lender doesn't check your credit at all, that's usually a warning sign that the loan is dangerous. Trap number 3. Refinancing too often. Some lenders will encourage you to refinance or take additional loans, but doing this repeatedly can stretch your debt out for years and cost you much more in interest. And trap number 4. Not reading the fine print. Many borrowers don't read the terms carefully and later discover fees or conditions they weren't aware of. Always read the agreement before signing. So how do you know if a personal loan is right for you? A personal loan makes sense if it lowers your overall interest costs, helps you consolidate high-interest debt, or allows you to manage an unavoidable expense in a predictable way. It does not make sense if you're using it to buy things you don't need or if it will push your budget to the limit. Before committing to a loan, calculate the total cost. Don't just focus on the monthly payment. Look at how much interest you'll pay over the entire term. A payment that looks affordable might still cost you thousands more in the long run. Another thing to consider is your emergency fund. If you take a personal loan without having any savings, you're putting yourself at risk. If an unexpected expense comes up, you could end up missing payments and hurting your credit. Even a small emergency fund can help you stay on track with your loan payments and avoid late fees or damage to your credit score. Let's talk about repayment strategies. If your loan allows it, paying extra each month can significantly reduce the total interest you pay and shorten the loan term. Even adding $25 or $50 to your monthly payment can make a big difference. Also, many lenders offer a small interest rate discount, usually around 0.25%, if you sign up for automatic payments. This is an easy way to reduce your costs and ensure you never miss a payment. What happens if your personal loan application gets denied? Don't panic. Lenders are required to tell you why you were denied. Use that information to strengthen your financial profile. Maybe you need to lower your credit card balances, correct an error on your credit report, or wait until you have more stable income. Sometimes just waiting a few months before reapplying can lead to a much better outcome. At the end of the day, personal loans are neither good nor bad. They're simply financial tools, and tools can be helpful or harmful depending on how they're used. If you take the time to compare lenders, understand the terms, avoid unnecessary borrowing, and make responsible financial decisions, a personal loan can be a smart way to manage your money and improve your financial situation. If this video helped you understand personal loans better, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and check out the other videos in the Smart Money 101 channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.